Man, I just love that that you're in tune with everybody, and like you want to blow people up, and you want to make sure everybody is successful, and you know you have a step, and you don't care if you're on a vlog with them, you'll do the interview with them. Even me doing this is just like they super sick. I really appreciate it, but you know, it's some shit I feel like you know you got your hands in. And when you have your hands in them, you definitely gonna be responsible for like CMac. I want to ask you a question about CMac. I mean,
on who?
like if he dies today, you know what I'm saying? Are you
I'm looking at you. I'm FaceTiming you. Like, why'd you do that?
no. If he dies today, are you gonna feel responsible for his death?
No.
You should.
At all.
You fucking should, because you created
I didn't tell him to tattoo that shit on his
monster.
head. No.
You created a monster.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you did.
He had that shit on his head when I met him. When I met him, if anything, I felt like I've brought him back from the shit that he was on a little bit, because now he's actually making money. He's not just set tripping. He's not just running around acting crazy.
Because the internet is a powerful thing. It's a monster. And what happened to him, he got, the streets is crazy. The streets will catch up with you. And Milk found some bullshit a long time ago, and that affected him. It got him in a situation. And I seen how it affected you. Just him being DP, just him being picked up off the floor, I seen how it affected you. So if something actually happens to him, like, you got to feel some type of responsibility for that shit.
No, I feel responsible for a lot of the good that has entered his life over the last year, in the sense that I put him in a position to be way more well-known, to make a lot more money. Now, what he does with that is up to him. Now, he's a different case, because it's like no matter what he does, if he decided tomorrow, oh, I'm all about peace, well, you still got that shit on your forehead, and you still live in Los Angeles, and there's still going to be a lot of people who are going to feel some kind of way about that no matter what. So I don't feel responsible for any of the negative, but I do feel responsible for bringing a lot of positive into his life. Like what is the negative that I've brought into his life?
The negative is having him on camera dissing people hoods, and you highlighting shit.
He's never done that on camera.
He's done it in the vlogs.
We edited out of the videos. I'm editing out slurs for other sets
on pods,
on pods, because
sure.
I don't want this to be a platform for, like, we can discuss a gangbanger having beef with a different gangbanger if they're rappers, if they're public figures, whatever. That's fine. For me to do the talk to Milk about Crip Mac and then talk to Crip Mac about Milk, that's normal, because they're both YouTubers. Yes, they're presumably capable of violence and shit, but you know, they're YouTubers.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have a person on the podcast and say, okay, so where you're from has beef with this hood, let's talk about what a bunch of bitches they are. No. This is not a platform for the negativity in that sense. Like, you know, I've done vlogs. I remember I went to one hood, and OG just walks right up to the camera and starts shouting, screaming, talking shit about another rapper who's from a gang. And I was just like, told the cameraman right after, I'm like, cut that. No, we're not putting that up. And that's views right there, because that's millions of people would have wanted to see that clip of that gangster talk about that other gangster.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got to have lines of, and even your man Crip Mac, I told him, I'm like, listen, I love doing podcasts with you. You can't be talking about TRell. Can't bring TRell up. We can't be dissing other sets on the podcast. That can't happen. That's the line that we don't want to cross. He gets it, and
I'm glad you
cool
did
about
that.
that.
I'm glad you do it. And I'm glad people get to hear that, man, because I appreciate that. But you know, I wanted to ask you that about CMac, because you know, a lot of black folks out here and the black people in our culture, they quick to say you a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that culture vulture shit always gonna come up because you're white. You know what I'm saying? For one, I was looking at a fucking Nori video, and he was so fucking excited that you was doing some shit with Dame Dash.
Right.
And I was so, at this point when I'm looking at you, I haven't even got on the show yet, but I just started watching a little bit. I was like, I'm excited that you doing some shit with Dame Dash. And then Dame Dash, here he goes, ends up calling your ass a culture vulture. Come on, man. How the fuck you feel about that? Because I know you were super stoked about nigga doing that shit with Dame Dash.
Yeah, and it just didn't last that long. I was hyped on it at first, but you know, it's like, and I don't want to trash Dame. I don't want to sit here and like act like I got a problem with him or anything. It's just on a personal level, the reason why I like doing podcasts with people, the reason why I like doing podcasts with you or AD or House Phone or whoever, I like building a platform or building a, dynamic. The Joe Budden and Rory and Maul thing, I loved watching that because I really felt like, I'm watching three friends kick it.
Yeah.
And that was always my big inspiration with that. And then in terms of the Dame thing, I thought this could be really interesting because if we do a podcast every week and we start to slowly get close, that would be fascinating for people. Like people would, get a lot from that, I think. All right, guys, we hit 50,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 100,000 subscribers. So make sure you click that button to subscribe. We appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you.